Death. It's a scary subject. When it happens, it's the end. Well, usually. But in this video, I'm going to talk about units that cheat death, or what we call revival units. When defeated, these units gain health back and may even change forms or characters. So we're going to be judging them based off their animation and what looks the best. The first revival animation is no other than Perfect Cell. Perfect, as always. Since this was the first revival unit, it's not as flashy as the others, but it still holds up pretty damn well. Once he's defeated, he regenerates from a single cell, just like in the show. But one of my criticisms I have of this revival is that when he dies, he doesn't explode, which would make sense, because how does he become a single cell if he just like gets hit by like a strike card or something, you know? Like, he should have like a final counter and then he explodes and then he comes back and revives. Ultra unit idea, Toshi. Wink. For now, I'm gonna rank him. I'm gonna say Legends Limited, because I mean, he's the first, bro. Like, there's so much more improvement he could have, but they're gonna do something better with him later on. Next up, we have Super Saiyan Blue Goku. This revival moment was when Hit killed Goku after Goku hired him to kill Will himself. Before he dies, he throws a ki blast into the air, and when it comes back down, it basically is like a, what's them thing called? The clear defibrillator. Yep, I know my language. But it brings him back to life. It's pretty straightforward. There's not much to reference from the show because it happened, kind of fast. But it's all right. I'm not gonna like glaze it, but I like it pretty well. So I'd say it's Sparking tier. Somehow they made it not as good as Cell. I don't know. It's not, the moment's not that memorable, And he doesn't really even change at all, Cell at least gets like energy around him, because he's super perfect Cell after that. But following his father, we have Revival Super Saiyan Gohan, or Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Now Gohan is an anniversary unit, so our standards need to be crazy high. I mean, what do we expect? Nothing less. His revival is based off the BoJack movie, of course, if you couldn't tell. But first he falls down, then Goku comes to catch him. Then he tells him to wake up and show his true power, which is very inspiring from a father. Then he looks at his hand and it has a glowing Super Saiyan aura. I really like that detail. It really makes his animation like, oh, he's finna pop off type shit. But then he gets up and screams and goes Super Saiyan 2 while the camera spins around him. Which I like how the camera goes around him. I really like that. It's really clean. Now, everybody knows that Gohan is my favorite character, so I'm not going to try to be biased, but he's still one of the best ones to me. And I really do think he might have the first Ultra, because he's LF too, man. That's ironic, isn't it? The Legends Limited is Ultra tier. That's funny as hell. But yeah, I like it because it's not short either. It's one of the longest revival animations, and plus it's Legends Limited, so they have to make it snap. But after Gohan is Gohan, younger Gohan. This revival moment was based off of when Piccolo took the blast from Nappa instead of Gohan. This revival unit is a little different from the rest because instead of the main unit dying, the assist unit dies instead. So it's an assist unit with Gohan and Piccolo. After Nappa fires the blast, Piccolo comes in, dashes over and blocks it. And then it shows Piccolo after the dust clears and it's like the smoke and stuff and his clothes are burned off. Then Gohan gets mad after Piccolo falls over and dies and he fires him a Senko. Now, this moment was very impactful too, especially if you were an early watcher of Dragon Ball, because Piccolo, used to be an evil motherfucker, like heartless. And then he literally had told Gohan that he was his only friend. And that shit right there really showed how much of character development Piccolo really had. But since this is just a mobile game, nobody really gives a fuck, do they? But I do. And I know when someone's friend deserves a high ranking. So I'm going to put him... Oh man, my Cell fans do I have Cell fans? If you're a Cell fan, comment down below. But yeah, I'm gonna put him there. I don't know though, that moment, which moment is better? Goku telling his son something inspirational, or Piccolo telling his friend something inspirational? That shit's crazy. Damn, bro. Well, Piccolo doesn't really talk in that one though, so that's my excuse to rank it down at Legends Limited. But I do really like it still, no matter what. So I might move it later on. Next up is probably the worst revival unit in the game, Final Form Frieza. Oh my gosh, we all remember this moment, right? Where Frieza gets hit by the spirit bomb, and then we all think he's defeated. Yeah. But then he comes back and he's like breathing heavy and he's like, oh, I'm gonna kill all of you. Yeah, this is nothing like that in the game. All that happens is he magically appears in the fucking sky teleports up there, closes hands really tight, flies down. That's it. No death beam, no explosion attack, no nothing. Now you're wondering, what do you mean? Why does he need to attack when it's a revival animation? Gohan did a Masenko, didn't he? Why can't Frieza do a beam or anything? That shit is so short and so fucking lame. Like it, I want you to think about when we first saw Frieza come back. I want you to think about the fear you felt when you were watching that scene, right? It's like, oh my gosh, he's still alive even after Goku's strongest attack? Well, yeah, okay? You don't feel any fucking fear when this nigga comes back. It's like, oh, he's in the sky and he comes back down and he's angry with his tails gone. Like, who the fuck does this nigga think he is? He's lame as hell. He never will be cool. He's a lame ass motherfucker. He's going in the worst tier imaginable. Freaky ass lizard getting the worst rank. Now back to Goku. Ultra Instinct Goku. This revival was based off of the first time Goku tapped into Ultra Instinct. After being defeated, he falls into the Spirit Bomb, which the Spirit Bomb magically appears, like how Frieza magically appears in the sky. He absorbs the ki and passes out, and then he explodes. Well, the ki erupts out of him. Then he turns around to face the camera. Now this moment wasn't emotional, but this shit was hype as fuck. I mean, the only thing that could make this better is if Beerus was in the background and it showed him saying, "Are you finished?" Like, be honest now, that shit would be clean as hell if you saw Beerus's mouth saying, "Are you finished?" They don't even need his full character design, just like his chin and mouth moving, bro. And that shit will complete this LF revival, bro. Like, think about it, bro. Like how Goku talked to Gohan. Man, that shit would be so cool. But nevertheless, I still do like this animation because it's clean as hell. Ultra Instinct is always clean. Oh yeah, but the animation looks really good too, though. You gotta put that. The animation looks really good. Oh man, I gotta admit, he's up here. Now, don't be mad at me, but like, think about it, bro. When that white key goes up in the sky, it looks so damn clean, bro. Like, you can't lie. And then the turnaround is cold as hell. But next up is the best green man out there, or orange man, Piccolo. Piccolo, you're a ho. Shout out SSJ9K. This is one of my favorite revival units. It starts out by him falling down. A lot of these revival units fall down before transforming, if you couldn't tell. Afterwards, the Namekian tree sign appears on his back with a burst of orange energy going upward. And then he rises up and the camera pans up behind him. Now, that rise up is clean as hell because he's mean mugging his opponent. And I just love when they make Piccolo have good ass animations, bro. Like, he's just a cold ass character. I love him. But I'm gonna put Piccolo in, I'm gonna be honest, I might put him in first. Y'all gonna hate, because think about it, his and Ultra Instincts are really similar when you think about it. The revival animations, oh man, I don't know actually. I do like it the best right now though, I'm gonna be honest. Boo, Gohan. I know you don't want to move, but you gotta move, man. I might move Ultra Instincts up past Gohan. I don't know though. I could switch these two out. I wouldn't have a problem with that, but I'm gonna keep it like this right now, cause I like how Goku came and caught Gohan and talked to him. But next up, we have one of the best revival units and characters in Dragon Ball and in Dragon Ball Legends. Legends Limited Piccolo. And I'm not talking about Piccolo, I'm talking about Gogeta. Even though we love Piccolo, he's the second best green man. Is that racist? That's not racist, right? I hope I don't get canceled for that. This revival unit was the first ever revival unit to actually change characters. So, you know, after Piccolo is defeated, he holds his chest in pain and sticks his arm out. And then we see the man of the hour, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Gogeta. As Piccolo falls away and the camera zooms in and we see Gogeta's beautiful, sexy face. And it's just like that. I fell in love with it, and I fell in love over and over again. I'm not going to explain myself. I'm not going to explain anything because he deserves first place. And yeah. Now, finally, we have the last LF, Nappa and Vegeta. Now, I made a video about these guys and I said how I felt about them and how I thought their animations looked. And I was clowning on them, I'll admit. But the one thing I didn't clown on was their revival animation, because that shit is clean as a motherfucker. I usually hate on this unit a lot, but this revival animation is one of the best in the game, actually, like no bullshit. First, Nappa falls, and you know by now that if a unit is falling in the revival animation, it's finna be a banger. Then Vegeta catches him by the hand, then throws him upwards, and fires one of the best looking attacks I've seen in Dragon Ball Legends in a minute. Like that beam and the energy effects look great. I don't even know how they made it look like that. But then he shoots it up and then Nappa explodes with the detailed eyes popping out of his head. You know, the big white is crazy. Big white eyes. Then Vegeta looks up after he, you know, killed Nappa. Like that shit was beautiful. But now I don't like this unit, but this revival animation is immaculate. I can't even hate. So I'm gonna put him, oh man, I was gonna put him above Gogeta, but he's pretty good. Like he's the only thing I would critique though. I really don't have anything to critique about the animation. I really don't actually. The transition is good. The way it pans into Vegeta looks good too. I'm trying to think. I don't know. What should I move somebody down? I don't know though. I don't think I should. I think this is good. The only thing I would switch up is probably Gohan, purple Gohan, and green Super Saiyan Goku. I'm keeping it like this. Y'all tell me in the comments below, like I always say. Tell me what y'all thinking. And that's every revival unit covered as of now. I'll probably do more as I add more revival units onto this list because, you know, it's pretty good. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, bye bye.